Welcome to another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. And but I got nothing better to do, at least right now anyway, than drag Nate more. I'm gonna drag you, dog. Okay. After after everything that went down, you not ready to come clean? You're not ready to admit that you may have made an error in judgment. You're not ready to admit that you and Ryan Coogler, who made y'all decision in minutes, were probably making that decision based on how you felt at the time. But as so many people have been saying on many different formats and many different pages on many different levels of social media, bruh, you don't make $1 billion decision in minutes. Where they do that at? I mean, I don't even make $100 decisions in minutes, because I need time to think about the pros and the cons. I need time to think about how my decision is going to affect everyone, not just a particular demographic. And if I'm making billion with a B, $billion decisions, I'm going to think about what's in the best interest of my company. Were you thinking about how Bob Chapek and Kevin Feige are going to respond to your machinations and dealings? Because this one, bro, falls squarely on your shoulders. I don't want to sit around and be an ass about it, but you messed up, okay? And there are 3 things you're supposed to do when you make a mistake. 1, admit it. 2, fix it. And 3, don't do it again. You haven't even started with step 1, bruh. This movie that you're trying to make is doomed to failure because you've hit all the wrong earmarks. And dare I say it, you got Chadwick turning in his grave with this mess that you're trying to pass off as a Black Panther movie. Bro, just cut your losses and recast Tchalla and do the movie the way you know it should be done, the way everybody knows it should be done. Man, it wasn't this many people hollering recast Tchalla 6 months ago. So your statement hit home with a lot of people on both sides of that decision. Your statement is the equivalent of somebody sitting in a trial and they're being examined or cross-examined, and they go, yeah, I shot him and I didn't even think about shooting him. I just pulled out my gun and did it. That is not something you should say during your own murder trial. And make no mistake, Nate, you are currently on trial for your words and your actions. Okay, you have said things like, in order for the people to love the Black Panther movie, they have to first love T'Challa. You said that. So through your actions right now and your emotional decision that you made with with Ryan Coogler in minutes, you're showing that you, the man who lobbied for the Black Panther to be on the big screen, does not really love him. Was your whole agenda in putting Black Panther in civil war to eventually gut Wakanda and make it into a mockery of what Wakanda should be? Because make no mistake, when you start throwing in Riri Williams and guest starring this person and that person, that, my man, is exactly what you're doing. That, coupled with the fact that you don't know as much about comics as you claim to, makes for a bad recipe for you, sir. Because somebody's going to have to explain why that dumpster fire is a dumpster fire, when back in 2018, it was a $1 billion banger. But you took it and turned it out like a $2 hoe and made it worthless. It ain't cranking out. Them 10 toes ain't hitting the pavement, and it's not out there getting that paper, or at least it's not gonna be. And then on top of that, folks like myself and other YouTube content providers are going to be doing everything in their power and influence to keep audience, casual and fans alike, away from your movie unless you recast Tchalla. We are, make no mistake, bruh, boycotting the hell out of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, or as I like to call it, Wakanda for never. Okay? Even if you ain't gonna follow canon, you gotta have a Tchalla. And this is getting old, and I'm tired of saying it. So I'm gonna let this be the last time that I tell you, Nate, about canon. What's wrong with following canon, bro? You follow canon. Marvel followed canon for the most part with Avengers. I mean, it was, yeah. But the further along that you guys went with your movies, the more bolder you got and decided, oh, we're just going to freelance this. Because if I go back and look at a comic book that has Civil War on it, the only thing about the Civil War movie that's similar to the comic book is conflict between Tony Stark and Steve Rogers. Other than that, everything else that's around, and superheroes fighting each other. Other than that, everything around it is something you guys put together and put in it. And you know what? It actually kind of worked, but you can't depend on that formula ever single time. Fans want stuff that's as close to canon as possible. Casuals don't care because they don't know the material, Nate. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Somebody is going to have to explain why Black Panther, Wakanda Forever is trash, if it even gets put out. That's gonna be you, because you the HNIC, kinda. I don't know about the end part, but you are most definitely in charge. And you owe it to yourself, and you owe it to them to do that and do it right. Realists, am I out of line? Am I tripping? Drop it in the comments. And as always, comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page. I'll be coming back at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I am, y'all be good to each other.